Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the shop. Got another job here today. Let's check it out. So I've got this next to nothing trailer here. It's a Gator USA. Might as well be built out of pallet rack material, looks like to me. Anyway, had an incident where a compact tractor got too far up on the front. It rolled forwards while they were loading it, and it was enough weight to destroy the tongue. Hard to believe a 2,500 pound tractor could wreck a 2-axle trailer, but in this case it can, because this thing ain't made out of nothing. But per the customer's request, we're gonna torch this abomination off here and get rid of that. And then I decided the best way to fix this is to just scrap all this, and we're gonna put a new tongue piece on. So I got a weld right there, which is already half pulled out, it appears. And then it's welded back there in the corner. It's in there pretty good. I got a seam weld here, and then it's welded in the bottom here, all the way up the inside of this channel and across the top. So getting that cut loose is going to be fun. Also, I noticed they got the wiring tacked in here with these little clips, so I'll have to pull that loose before I damage that. Looks like we got a marker light wire run back that side, same way. I don't have the plasma cutter hooked up. I don't know if it's going to be worth hooking it up to cut this stuff off here. How good a job it'll do. If I had a gouge attachment, it would probably be better. I could gouge them off all right, but I don't, so it's not going to be the tool of choice, I don't think. But first things first, I get a pry bar and get this wire down. So I need to get this up in the air to get it to where I can work on it easy. So I did what any self-respecting hillbilly would do. Just pulled a big lawnmower up on the back to hold it down. Got the chickens out there supervising us. All right. Tongue's cut out. So now I gotta get up in there and finish cleaning all that out. That's what's left of the old tube. So that weld back in the back, I can't get to it with the grinder. I'm just gonna go in there with the torch and try and skim it off and get that off the top, get it cleaned up to where I can weld a new frame piece in, make this trailer better than ever. So gotta do the same thing on that side over there. Okay, so all the welds are cleaned off and I'm ready to start putting the new superstructure together here for this trailer. And my plan is to start, just put a couple tacks here in the back to hold this kind of where it belongs, then do the other side, and then pull the front to square and to match the correct angle for the hitch. That'll give me the most amount of flexibility to get it straight. I don't want to start welding up here in the front and then have to move it later. This coil of wires, throw it on here to hold the trailer down. So we got the piece blocked up so it's up against the trailer good in the front and the back. So no gaps, and I'm pushed back to the right length. So I should come out even. I should have this angle fairly close, judging by where the original hitch was. Who knows how good a job they did on that. Just I can measure over from the sides and assume they had that square. I may check that here before I start, but other than that, it's time to fire up the welder and get this packed back on here. Well, I've taken my tape measure, and best I can ascertain, I'm somewhere close to square. There's not really any straight metal on this trailer anywhere that I can find, so it's a little hard to tell exactly where stuff is and where it goes, but it's going to be plenty close enough. It's going to be better than it was anyway. So, main thing, I just wanted to have it where the thing would pull halfway straight down the road. So, my point of hitch here is even, and I've got the beams pretty much even. So this is the next thing to do is to weld this thing out. So well, another job done. Got it all back together. Got the broke down jack put back on it, and hitch is all welded on nice, and the tongue is welded well to the chassis, and this is probably the strongest part of this trailer now. Didn't add a lot of weight, but this C-channel is substantially heavier than what they had. This you can actually pick the trailer up and not bend it in half like they did the other. So, got the hitch all fully welded and tongues welded on, inside, outside, and got it welded back there in the back too. So, I even took a little time and beat this corner out and welded the big gapped torn hole in the rail there to make this thing a lot stiffer. On these style trailers, this upper rail is part of the frame, and it adds a whole lot to the strength of the trailer. With this upper rail broke, the trailer is super flexy and bouncy, and I mean, it's supposed to act like an I-beam to hold the trailer together, because there's pretty much nothing up under the bottom of one of these. You can see that there is no frame per se. That way they stay nice and low to the ground. The tongue's just tied into a platform basically. So you gotta have this on this style trailer. They make other trailers that are intended to be flat deck and don't have rails, which are more my style. I like those trailers a lot better because you can stick stuff on and off the sides at floor level. You know, these are not handy for like a forklift or something. You can load from the back, but loading from the sides hard to do unless you're lowering something down on a hoist. You can't just use the forks that sit stuff on. But let's get this fixed and it can go back to the customer and they get back to hauling their stuff on it. So hope you enjoyed seeing how I went about doing that little repair. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll catch y'all later.